Good afternoon, and thank you so much to everybody for assisting to our webinar, where we are going to be talking about our treatment for hyperpigmentation in the underarm. So first, let's start talking a little bit about DermaSwiss, about our company. We are exclusive skincare brand with more than 27 years in the industry. We use in our products ingredients of the highest quality, marine ingredients, biological ingredients, and botanical ingredients. And we have products for all skin types and conditions. We call that our line is compact, versatile, and effective. And it's compact because those products that you can see here with the chemical peels and masks are the products that we have in our line, and we do the miracles with those. We make the miracles with those products, are really effective, and that's something that we really need. Sometimes when you go out of the school, you are looking for a product that is not expensive, for a cheap product, so you can buy it and start working. But the thing is, those products are not going to give you real difference in the skin, are not going to give you the change in the skin that you need in your clients. When you do a protocol of DermaSwiss, like a master protocol, you will see that at the end, the skin will be another skin. It's completely changing the skin in one protocol. And that's what you really want when you are treating your clients. Another advantage that we have is that when you start working with us, you're going to have a representative, which is the person that's going to be calling you to give you information about our ingredients, about protocols, about company, about special. So try to always be in contact with your representative, which is the link between you and our company. DermaSwiss is not only a company that sells product. We are a company where we guide you for you to expand your business, for you to grow your business with confidence, with better advantages in the investment you do in our products. Okay. Another of our advantages is that we do not have parabens in our products, so we do not make any test in animals. And we have a wonderful chemical peels line. Is a line that we say is more progressive than aggressive. So when you apply a chemical peel from DermaSwiss, you are going to see that you are not going to have that huge desquamation in the skin, that appealing in the skin. And you can work with our chemical peels and keep working in the protocol with the mask and with serums and with other products. So it's like you do a complete protocol with the chemical peels, with nutrition, with hydration for the skin, and you are going to see the changes when you do only one or when you work with several treatments. Okay, of the first treatment. We have what we call the master protocols, and those master protocols are like the pillars, the basis for a facial, business, a spa business. In those protocols, you can find the protocol for rosacea, for sensitive skin, the protocol for acne, the protocol for, give me 1 second here. Okay, I'm sorry for that. We had a little technical issue. So I was just telling you about the master protocols. So try to always work with the master protocols. Try to ask for them the book of master protocols to your representative, and you are going to have all of these protocols for you to work. Follow them from A to Z. Meanwhile, you go knowing a little bit more about our products, about the line, about how to combine the products, because with these master protocols, you are going to have the guarantee that you are going to have the change that you expect in the skin. Okay. So when I talk about our chemical peels, I'm talking about mandelic acid, lactic acid, glycolic acid 30%, glycolic acid 40%, and the salicylic acid 15%. Our chemical peels can be used directly in the skin, or if you do not have the expertise, enough expertise to use, or if you are hesitating in the application of chemical peels directly in the skin, you can mix them with the derma scrub. This is like a wonderful product that we have. It's the only scrub that we have in the line, and this is an enzymatic scrub. It contains the papain extracted from the papaya, which is an enzyme, and it's going to help exfoliate the skin in a gentle way. Okay, so this derma scrub contains as well diatomaceous earth, which is the it's a marine fossil very rich in silica, and this is our exfoliating agent. And as well, we have squalene in this derma scrub, and the squalene is going to hydrate the skin. So you can use by itself the derma scrub to exfoliate the skin because it is an enzymatic scrub, or you can mix it with drops of any of our chemical peels, with the exception of the mandelic acid. So let's say that you want to use our derma scrub as a disincrustant. A disincrustant is a product that you use to open the pores, to help you open the pores and soften the comedones, the blackheads. So you can mix, for example, the derma scrub with 3 drops of salicylic acid, and you are going to apply it in the skin, in the whole face with a brush, and then you are going to apply the steamer for 10 minutes. So that's what we call the derma scrub cocktails, is to use the derma scrub as a disincrustant. So you can find the mixture for normal skin or rosacea, you can find the mixture for dry skin, and you can find the mixture for oily skin. So you have the 3 different cocktails that you can do with the derma scrub. So for normal skin or rosacea, we are going to mix the derma scrub with glycosol, which is a gel that we have with glycolic acid 12%. And you are going to apply that mixture over the skin, and then you're going to apply the steamer for 10 minutes. In the case of the dry skin, dehydrated skin, it's that skin that you are going to find is the pores are very little and it's very difficult to make extractions. You can always use a derma scrub mixed with 3 drops of lactic acid. The same way, you are going to apply the mixture on the face, and then you are going to let it act for 10 minutes with a steamer. And then we have the mixture for oily skin or for acne, which is going to be the derma scrub mixed with 3 drops of salicylic acid. That's another wonderful mixture that you can use in those cases. Okay, so I know a lot of people are going to be seeing this webinar later, in your home, very tranquil. So this is perfect for you to follow, to understand a little bit more about our products, and also to understand the treatment for the hyperpigmentation in underarms. Okay, I invite you all to follow us in Instagram. You are going to find us as DermaSwiss_pro. DermaSwiss_pro. And that's the account that we have for all the professionals of the aesthetics. As well, we have a DermaSwiss Institute account. We are an institute and we are here in Miami. And we teach the classes for the people that wants to have their skincare specialist license in the state of Florida. Right now, we are opening a course. Okay, we are going to have it in Spanish, and we are going to have it in English as well very soon, which is DermaSwiss method for people that already have their skincare license, but they feel that they don't know enough about skin. Sometimes people get their cosmetology license and they didn't get enough hours in the school to know about skin. So DermaSwiss method is a wonderful course that you can take in order to get more knowledge, okay, about the skin, okay? And the other account is DermaSwiss, and that's for the retail clients. That's for the public clients, okay, that we have. So let's start talking about the lactic acid. I really love the lactic acid. It's a wonderful one that we have is here, okay? This is our lactic acid, is 1 ounce, 50%, okay? This is the percentage of our lactic acid. And this lactic acid is going to work in the skin, I say, is like a moonshine, because you're going to see the skin so brightened and so glowing and, you know, like white, like beautiful. The lactic acid is extracted from the lactose, is extracted from the fermented sugar in the milk, and is the alpha hydroxy acid. That means that is soluble in water. The lactic acid is going to be wonderful, absolutely wonderful for dry skin, for thin skin types, because the lactic is going to thick the dermis and is going to help thicken as well the epidermis. Is wonderful to apply for wrinkles. You know, these clients that we have with very thin skin, mature skin, and wrinkles, the lactic acid is the one that you want to apply there. As well for body treatments, you know, underarms, for the groin, you can use the lactic acid as well. And for intimate areas, you can use the lactic acid. And that's the treatment that we are going to show you today, apply to the underarms, okay? The lactic acid has a powerful hydrating properties. So that's why you want to always apply it when you have trouble of dry skin or dehydrated skin. You can apply the lactic acid in the lines. You know, sometimes you get clients with lines in the back of the in the back or in the front of the neck because of obesity. So in those clients as well, you can work with the lactic acid. You can work with the lactic acid for stretch marks, and the lactic acid is going to be wonderful for people with sun damage. I am not talking that client that went the weekend to the beach. No, I'm talking about the client that I'm talking about the client that for many, many, many years has been exposing their skin to the sun, you know, like every weekend going to get tan, or, you know, to the beach, or every or 3 days in the week, or people that do a lot of sports and they are always outdoors. You know, those clients are going to have a lot of sun damage, and you are going to see reflected in your skin by many hyperpigmentation and hypopigmentation, and those ones are going to be like little freckles that you are going to see in the skin. Okay, in that case, the lactic acid is going to be very, very, very good for sun damaged skin. Now, for that skin, you can work with any chemical peel because all of them are going to be good to make a change. Okay, but the lactic acid is going to be absolutely wonderful for sun damage. Now, what you need to have in mind is that the lactic acid is the one that's going to generate the more is going to weaken the barrier function of the skin. Okay, so is going to increase the skin sensitivity to the sun. So that what that means? That means that if you have a client that's is going to be exposing your skin to the sun, you know, they are going to be exposed to the sun, you should not work with the lactic acid. It's very important that they allow at least 3 weeks without exposing to the sun when you apply a lactic acid. Okay, so this is something that you need to really have in mind. If you are going to apply it in the body, if you are going to apply it underarm, if you're going to apply it between the legs, there is no trouble, okay, because your client is going to be with clothing, so you are not going to have that trouble. But if you are going to apply it to the face, is when you really need to have, you know, that precaution. Okay, so here you can see a client with sun damage, and you know, for sun damage, you could use the Nourishing Anti-Aging Master Protocol. You could go with the Nourishing Anti-Aging Master Protocol, which use lactic acid. You could go as well with a Recovery Antioxidant. The Recovery Antioxidant is a very light protocol where you're going to apply the lactic acid mixed with the derma scrub. You are not going to apply directly to the skin. It's a protocol where you're going to apply a lot of vitamin C to the skin. You're going to apply the derma C, and you're going to apply the vitamin C mask that we have, the professional mask. Okay, in this skin type like sun damage, you can always go as well with the protocol Radiant C. In that one, you are going to use the glycolic acid. So here we have another mature skin with photo aging, sun damage, and you know, as well, you can go with the Nourishing Anti-Aging Protocol, Master Protocol, or with the Recovery Antioxidant, or with Radiant C Protocol. Here again, mature skin, wrinkles, you see, This is an example. This is the lactic acid is going to be wonderful for this skin here that you are seeing here. You see how many wrinkles this person has. Is a very mature skin, okay, with wrinkles. So lactic acid is in Fitzpatrick 1, Fitzpatrick 2, Fitzpatrick 3 is going to be amazing, okay, for those Fitzpatricks. Okay, so let's now talk about the underarms. And let's talk about the hyperpigmentation in the underarms, okay? And when we are talking, when we have a client with hyperpigmentation in the underarms, what we need to first find is the root of the hyperpigmentation, the cause of the hyperpigmentation. You need to really analyze when that hyperpigmentation started, and you really need to analyze if it is due to hormonal imbalances, because when the hyperpigmentation it's because of hormonal troubles, you are going to have less possibilities of improving that hyperpigmentation. It's going to improve a little bit, but it's not like you are going to erase it, okay? Because that's coming from the inside of the body. It's due to a hormonal trouble, so it's going to be more difficult for you to work in that blemish. Now, when you are in front of a blemish that is due to friction by obesity or friction by the clothes, you know, sometimes people with a little bit more of weight or obesity, you know, by the friction in their arms, that cause that makes an irritation in the underarm, and that is going to cause the hyperpigmentation. Another people are, you know, the people that shave under their underarms, they are prone as well to have hyperpigmentation, and usually you're going to see this in Fitzpatrick 4, 5, or 6, you know, sometimes in Fitzpatrick 3 too. So when you have a client that is shaving their underarm, you should tell them that if they keep shaving, they are going to keep having the hyperpigmentation in the underarm. So what I always recommend is the laser. Laser is absolutely wonderful, so you get rid of your hair on their arm, and you know, the blemish is going to come down, and after the laser treatment then you can do the underarm treatment, and you are going to see almost that blemish almost disappearing, okay? Another cause for hyperpigmentation underarm could be the deodorant or antiperspirant. You know, when you use a deodorant that sometimes is too strong for your skin, or it could cause irritation in your skin, that could be the cause of the blemish of the hyperpigmentation. Another cause is wearing wet or humid clothes. Always keep in mind, you know, and tell your clients when they go out of the gym, if they have sweat, you know, if they have sweat too much, they need to change those clothing, because when you use wet clothing and you have sweat there, that is going to irritate your skin and is going to cause the hyperpigmentation, okay? And another cause is sometimes the clients that are getting waxing on their arm, you know, to remove the hair on their arm, and they could get a bad service or of waxing. It could be a bad wax, a too strong wax, or it could be a too hot wax, okay? And what happened with that is, of course, is a kind of a burn on their arm, and that's going to cause an irritation, inflammation, and that always will lead to hyperpigmentation. So having in mind all of these causes, you need to pinpoint, okay, and really know the cause of the hyperpigmentation underarm. And when we are talking between the legs, you know, like in the groin, the same. You need to pinpoint the cause of the hyperpigmentation, and always separate when it is hormonal and no hormonal, and it is another cause. Because when it is hormonal, you are going to have less probabilities of improving that blemish, okay? Okay, so let's start right now our treatment. I am going to do the treatment in my clients so you can see all the steps, and you can see how it works. Okay, our client has a little bit of hyperpigmentation underarms. As you can see, it is a Fitzpatrick. She is a Fitzpatrick 4. Okay, And we are going to be always putting the arms of our client up. So we are going to work in the area, okay, of the underarm. I think you are really seeing very well there. Let me see if I can put just a little bit down. I think you are going to be better there. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to clean the area where we are going to work. Okay, let's clean the area, and we are going to apply a little bit of water first to the area, and we are going to clean with the derma cleanser. Okay, just give me 1 second here. 1 second. Okay, so here I have the derma cleanser with chamomile, with aloe vera, with vitamin C as well. I am going to get the derma cleanser, and I am going to clean in both underarms at the same time, okay? The area needs to be very, very clean. You need to remove any amount of deodorant, okay, in the area. Remove any amount of deodorant. Okay, and now we are going to clean to dry. Okay, and after cleansing with the derma cleanser, which is our regular cleanser, we are going to start making an exfoliation with the derma scrub. Okay, we are going to do an exfoliation with the derma scrub. So I have here the derma scrub. This is the only scrub that we have in the line, and I am going to get a vase and container, and I am going to put an amount of scrub like the size of a quarter. Okay, and now I am going to apply the scrub in the whole area of the underarm. The scrub, remember, it contains papain from the papaya, and this amount will be enough for both underarms. Okay, so we apply the scrub, and we are going to start exfoliating the area with gentle circular movements. Okay, here we have, okay, and we are going to put this aside. And we are going to start exfoliating the whole area with the scrub. Circular movements, gentle, 1 minute. Okay, we are going to do this exfoliation for more or less 1 minute. If you want, you could let it act for 3 more minutes, 2 or 3 more minutes, and then you remove it. Okay, so this is the first step, making an exfoliation with the scrub. And when you do this exfoliation with the scrub, you are going to see an improvement instantly in the area. Always remember to take the picture of the before and after, because that picture is going to help you, okay, to get other clients. It's very important, the picture of the before and after. Okay, okay, so we keep working, activating the scrub, with gentle circular movements. You see? A little bit more, so we can allow time for the product to work. As I told you, you can activate it for 1 minute. You can massage it for 1 minute and let it work for 2 or 3 minutes. And why we are doing this before the lactic acid? Because we really want to remove dead cells. We really want to remove dead cells from the area that if I leave those dead cells there, they are going to kind of block the penetration of the lactic acid. So that's why we exfoliate first with a derma scrub, and after that exfoliation is when we are going to apply the lactic acid, okay? Now we are going to remove the scrub. Remember, if you want, you can leave it for 3 minutes to act a little bit there. And now we are going to remove the derma scrub from the area. We are going to remove very well all the exfoliating agent, okay, all the derma scrub, the exfoliating agent. Remove it very well. If you need, remove it twice, so you really make sure that you don't have rest of the scrub, because we are going to apply the chemical peel, and after the chemical peel we are going to apply the vitamin C mask. You can see that already we can see a difference, okay? We already can see a difference in the area after the scrub. If you get a little bit of irritation after the treatment in your client, you can always tell them to get Epifactor. They can apply Epifactor at home. And one thing that they can do at home is apply in the night Derma C. The Derma C is going to make a huge difference in this hyperpigmentation in the underarms. And you need to tell them to allow the application of the Derma C for 1 month. After 1 month, they are going to start seeing difference in that skin. Now, if the skin gets irritated with the treatment, it's very important that you always apply the Epifactor to finish the treatment. And it's very important that they use the Epifactor at home. Anytime when you have troubles with microdermabrasion, chemical peels, fibroblast, or microneedles, always recommend the Epifactor to your clients to use at home, because the Epifactor is our regenerative, our repairing serum. It contains aloe vera, it contains plankton extract, hyaluronic acid, amino acids, and ferulic acid, and as well castor oil. So it's going to be wonderful to help the skin repair. You can use it in little burns, you can use it in little cuts that you get, if you are in your kitchen cooking or things like that, and you're going to see from one day to the next day how that burning, how that cut is going to heal very fast. Okay, so the same is going to happen in the skin. The Epifactor as well is a very anti-aging product, because it increases the production of ATP, adenosine triphosphate, which is the molecule that gives the energy to the cells. It's said that we age because our cells, with the pass of the time, our cells it start decreasing the level of energy in the mitochondria. So the more energy we have, and the more energy we have in our cells, of course, the less we are going to show aging signs, or signs of aging. Okay, so that's why Epifactor is so good. Okay, so I have removed completely the derma scrub from both underarms. I can see a difference already. And of course, after the treatment, to finish the treatment, we are going to apply the Epifactor. And the client at home has the Epifactor, so she's going to be applying that product at home. I have a question here, and let me see. Lina, how many sessions you must do, and how much time between one session and the other? Lina, ¿cuántas sesiones? Eso depende de la evolución que veas en el cliente. Y las puedes hacer, yo te diría, cada 2 o 3 semanas puedes hacer las sesiones. So you could do as many sessions as you need, you know, depending of the evolving of the client, you know, how you see the skin. I would say you would need 3 sessions or 6 sessions, okay? And you could do those ones every 3 weeks or every 2 weeks, okay? Remember, you are working with the lactic acid, so you are really, you know, is a lactic acid 50%, so is it strong? So you could do the sessions every 3 weeks or every 2 weeks, okay? So thank you so much, Lina, for your question. I have another question, Esmeralda. If se puede depilar las axilas ese mismo día del tratamiento o días antes. To do the waxing, you need to do the waxing, and 1 week after the waxing, you could do the treatment. Or if you do the treatment, you need to wait another 1 week or 2 weeks in order to do the waxing, okay? Because waxing, when you do the wax, is hot, and it's a kind of an exfoliation as well. So you could burn the skin if you do this treatment and waxing too near one from another, too close on time, okay? What's the cost of the treatment? And okay, the idea, Pilar, you could charge between $60 to $80 for this treatment, because you are going to be working for 40 minutes, you know, so more or less that's the amount that you could charge. Okay, so now we already applied the derma scrub, and now we are going to apply the lactic acid. I am going to get 1 full dropper of the lactic acid. With 1 full dropper, you are going to have enough of product to apply in both underarms. And I am going to get 1 full dropper in another vase, in another container. I'm going to get 1 full dropper of the neutralizer. If you don't get your dropper full, you try to complete it with a little bit more, okay? So now I have here, the first thing you need to do is really dry the area where you are going to apply the peel. You never want anything under a peel. You never want, you know, any product or anything. So make sure that you dry and you get the excess water from the area. And the same we are going to do here, okay? We are going to dry very good the area, and then we are going to start with the application of the lactic acid 50%. Okay, so I'm going to start the application in this one. And here we go. We are going to let it work for 8 minutes, and we need to be really on top, okay, of our client, looking that everything is good, nothing is happening. If you see excessive redness, or your client is telling you it's burning, is tingling too much, is itching too much, or you see any kind of reaction, what you are going to do is apply immediately the neutralizer and then remove everything with water. Okay, so we are going to let it work for 8 minutes, the lactic acid, and I have applied it already. And now I am going to get my timer, and I'm going to put the timer for 7 minutes, okay, because we are going to leave it 8 minutes. And after that time, we are going to apply the neutralizer. And after the neutralizer, we are going to apply, remove everything with water, okay? So you can see the lactic acid is working, everything is fine. Is the client, it's supposed to feel a little tingling, because, you know, you have a chemical peel applying there. So it's fine if you can feel a little tingling. your client should shave the day before, the night before. They should shave, or if you are going to do the treatment in the afternoon, they could shave in the morning, you know, but never over shaving, like shaving too hard, too much, because they could irritate the skin, and then you're going to come, you know, to apply the lactic acid, or you don't want that. I have more questions here, and yes, Pilar, each treatment is going to be $60 minimum $60 by each treatment. Okay, so if you do a package of 3 sessions or 6 sessions, then you should, you know, make the sum of all of that. And what we recommend in DermaSwiss, usually when you do a package and the client pay you the whole package, you should give a 10% discount. So here in DermaSwiss, what we recommend is do not give that 10% discount. What you should give is a product. So for example, you could give the client a Dermacy, or you could give the client an Epifactor. Okay, so they can apply the Epifactor in the nights, or they can apply the Dermacy in the nights. Okay, and okay, so let's see. I have another question. Esmeralda, ¿me puede decir en español si se puede depilar o no? No, Esmeralda. Una semana antes se puede depilar antes del tratamiento, una semana antes. Y después del tratamiento yo te recomendaría que esperaras 2 semanas para que la persona se depile, porque una depilación es también en cierta forma hace como una exfoliación y es la cera caliente. Entonces podrías quemar la piel o causar una irritación en la piel. Entonces siempre se deja una semana antes y 1 o 2 semanas después del tratamiento con ácidos. Y puedes combinar entonces la depilación con el tratamiento con ácidos. Okay, so this is something that you can do. You can make a combination of treatments. If you do waxing, you can have a client and you could do the waxing, for example, today, and next week, or in 15 days, 2 weeks, you do the treatment with lactic acid, and then in 15 days or 3 weeks you do the waxing, and then, you know, so you keep waxing the client and you keep the client with the underarm doing the treatment with the lactic acid. Of course, that's not going to be forever and ever. You need to stop at 6 or maybe 7 or 8 treatments, depending on how you see the treatment is working on your client. Sometimes you are not going to need so many sessions. Sometimes with 2 or 3 sessions is going to be enough. Okay, even with 1 session, there are clients that with 1 session is going to be enough, you know, for with the treatment. So we are going to allow the lactic acid to work for 8 to 10 minutes, and then we are going to apply the neutralizer. We have the neutralizer ready here. And give me 1 second, I need to change my glove. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, so I am going to change my glove here. And then we are going to keep working. After the lactic acid, after we remove the lactic acid, we are going to work with the vitamin C mask. I'm going to show you right now that mask. It's a wonderful mask that we have here in DermaSwiss. And the mask comes like this paper sheet. And inside, you are going to find the little pieces of mask, 5 pieces. And this is a very, very nourishing, healing as well mask, and is wonderful for hyperpigmentation because it's vitamin C. Okay, so we are going to work. It comes like in these little pieces, and we are going to get 1 piece for each underarm, and we are going to dilute that mask, okay, in the underarm, and that needs to be massaged for 5 minutes. So we are going to massage that piece of mask in the underarm on the underarm for 5 minutes and let it dry for 10 to 15 minutes. Another thing that you need to have in mind is remember always to recommend the product for your client to use at home. If your client keeps shaving, if your client do not takes care of their underarm, you know, using wet clothing or, you know, generating irritation in the underarm, they are going to keep having the hyperpigmentation. So it's very important they use the Dermacy at night. It's very important they use the Epifactor at night. This is a treatment that you can use for between the legs. You know, you can use for the back. in the intimate area of your client, in the back of the intimate area. And always remember, do not apply the treatment, do not apply the lactic acid in the mucous, you know, in the very center of the intimate area, like in the vulva. Do not apply the lactic acid there. You are going to apply the lactic acid around, in the area around, in the skin around. That's where you are going to apply the treatment, the whole treatment, and the lactic acid. And we have seen many improvement, you know, wonderful improvement in many treatments with this service, with this protocol. And clients that we have for many years have been using the protocol, and it's been working wonderful. Okay, so let's see, we are needing, almost we are there, we need 1 more minute, and in 1 minute we are going to start the application of the neutralizer. I have here the neutralizer. Remember, the neutralizer comes, is like another, you know, in the same bottle of the chemical peels. This is an alkaline solution that is going to block and neutralize the penetration of the chemical peel in the skin. Never apply water directly on top of the chemical peel. You know, you are going to apply the neutralizer, and after the neutralizer, then you are going to remove everything with water, and then we are going to keep working. As you can see, there is no excessive redness in the skin. You know, we can see an improvement. We can see a little of improvement. Okay, so we have the time. We can see a little improvement in the hyperpigmentation, you know. As you can see, there is a little friction, you know. The hyperpigmentation, I would say, is by friction, you know. And so it's very important for the client to use the Derma C in the nights, or the epi factor, in order to prevent the friction. Another thing that happens is, you know, the use of bad or very strong deodorants, you know, antiperspirant deodorants can irritate and can cause hyperpigmentation in the underarms, on the underarms. So always take care, really choose well your deodorant in order to avoid, you know, those kind of blemishes. So we are applying here, we are applying here the neutralizer. Now we are going to remove everything with water. We have today the special in the kit. I am going to pass here so you can see the kit. Okay, here is the underarm whitening kit. In this kit, you are going to receive the Derma Cleanser, the Derma Tonic in professional size, the Derma Scrub, and the Epifactor in professional size. And you are going to receive the lactic acid, the neutralizer, and 10 vitamin C masks. Okay, from each mask, you can get 2 treatments for underarms, because the mask comes with 5 patches of vitamin C, and you are going to use 2 patches. You are going to use 1 patch in each underarm. So imagine if you have 10 masks, you are going to have 22 treatments out of this package, okay? 22 treatments out of this package underarm kit, and your investment is going to be $270, because we have it in special today, and the regular price is $303. But for today, for the people, for you, the clients that got into our webinar, have it in discount for $270. Okay, $270 is your investment. Minimum treatment, minimum amount of treatments that you are going to have out of this package are 22, because after that you will have to reinvest in the mask, in the vitamin C mask. But still, you are going to have acids. Still, you are going to have more Derma Scrub, which is enough for 60 applications. Still, you are going to have Epifactor, which is enough for 120 applications, and still you are going to have cleanser and toner. The minimum amount of treatments is going to be 22. So if you multiply 22 by 60 or 70 or 80, whatever it would be, what you are going to charge for the treatment is going to give you, you know, the minimum return of investment that you are going to get for this package. So this is absolutely wonderful treatment package kit. And have in mind that if, I know many of you are not doing this treatment, you don't have this treatment in your menu, and this is another treatment that you can offer to your clients, And for example, you have clients that come because they want a facial, and you can offer the treatment for the underarms, and many people are going to say yes. You can offer as well this treatment for, you know, for the intimate areas in the front, in the back, for the rings here in the neck. So many of your clients are going to say yes. So, you know, you can sell it as an upgrade to the facial, you know, as a separate treatment, but with the facial. So in those cases, you could charge, let's say, $50 because you are doing a facial and you are doing the underarm treatment. This is a wonderful way to grow your business. See it like that. If you know how to promote the treatment, how to talk to your client about the treatment, I am sure you are going to have many clients that will want this treatment. Okay, so we already removed the lactic acid. There is a wonderful difference, okay, in the skin. Look at this, you know, the difference between the beginning and how it is now. And now we are going to apply the patches of the vitamin C. So I am going to take one patch for this underarm. I'm going to take another patch of the vitamin C for the other arm. And I am going to start diluting those ones with a dermatonic. Those patches could be diluted in a bowl. You know, you put the patches in a bowl and you put the dermatonic there and you dilute it there, and then you apply the mixture to the skin. Now, I have seen more results when I dilute the patch of the vitamin C directly to the skin. I like to do it better in this way. And we are going to dilute with the dermatonic. Dermatonic contains as well vitamin C, chamomile, aloe vera. Okay, so I am diluting this one, and now I am going to work in the other one. Okay, so I am going to work in this one and start diluting the vitamin C, okay, the patch here in the area that we are treating. You see, it's gonna get diluted, and we need to do a massage with, we need to do a massage for 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes with the vitamin C mask, so it really penetrates in the skin. Okay, it's gonna do some little pieces. Okay, and now it's diluting perfect. And we are going to apply very well here in the area. If you need a little bit more of dermatonic, well, so you apply a little bit more of dermatonic, okay, for it to dilute very well. Look the difference, how big difference in how we started, how was the skin in the beginning and how it is the skin now. A little bit more in both, and I am going to start doing the massage, okay, with the vitamin C. So the vitamin C penetrates very well in all the area that we are working. 5 minutes. You need to massage and penetrate the vitamin C for 5 minutes, and then you are going to let it work for 15 minutes. Okay, let it dry completely and let it work for 15 minutes. Okay, in the area of the treatment. The vitamin C mask contains polysaccharides. Polysaccharides are very healing. And I don't know if you know, the aloe vera is very rich in polysaccharides. That's why it's so healing plant. So we have here in the vitamin C mask, we have polysaccharides and vitamin C and algae extract. So that's why it's so good for hyperpigmentation, okay, for inflammation as well. Look the difference look the difference, how wonderful the difference in the area, okay, with the treatment. And this is just one treatment. Imagine if we do another session in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and we could do we could do 6 sessions in these underarms, and we would see definitely a huge change in the area, always with the client applying the dermacy in the nights at home. When you have the dermacy is the serum that we have, and the dermacy for skin is absolutely outstanding. This serum is going to be very good for hyperpigmentation of any kind. You know, it could be hormonal hyperpigmentation or post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation or sun damage hyperpigmentation. After 1 month applying the dermacy, your face, your skin is going to be completely different, you know, when you apply the dermacy. And we have there the ferulic acid, hyaluronic acid, rice extract. We have there the melanostatin, which is a biopeptide, is a biomimetic peptide, is going to really penetrate in the skin and is going to diminish the production of melanin. And we have the 3.0 ethyl ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C, a molecule of vitamin C different, is soluble, is oil soluble and water soluble, and is going to penetrate easier and deeper the skin, and is going to as well diminish the production of melanin. So if you have skin, you want to apply the dermacy. It could be in your face, it could be in hyperpigmentation in your body, underarms, between legs. I have many clients that recommend the epifactor for to apply between the legs in the night in order to prevent hyperpigmentation. Is as well, you could recommend the epifactor after shaving. You know, when you shave in your intimate areas, I know some of us women, we get irritation in that area. So that's what you want to prevent, the irritation, because irritation leads to inflammation, inflammation leads to hyperpigmentation. So that's why the P factor is going to be so good, okay, in those cases. Okay, so now we are going to let it dry for 10 minutes. Remember, if you are with your clients in your facial room, okay, you are going to let it dry for 15 minutes, okay? 15 minutes is the time that you are going to allow in order for the vitamin C work in the area and let it dry. When you work with the vitamin C mask in the face, you are going to see like a film, and you are going to see how the mask is going to be tightening the skin and it dries, and the results are absolutely wonderful as well. With the vitamin C, you are going to work in the Radiant C. The Radiant C Master Protocol, the Recovery Antioxidant Master Protocols, those two are with the vitamin C mask. And this is a very, 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 very good mask. Let me see if I have here. Okay, so I don't have any more questions. I have many people that have entered to our seminar today. Thank you so much to all of you. Remember that you could see this webinar later. You could have next week, for example, you could have the link to see the recording of the webinar. So if you know, there is something that you don't remember, you can ask for the link of the recording to your representative. We have many seminars, webinars recorded. Ask your representative for those links, because you could educate yourself in the use of the line. The more you know of the line that you are using in your facial room, the more you are going to obtain from your investment, because that's money. Knowledge is money, information is money, information is power. So the more information you have, the better. So that's why I really recommend you to take the time to educate yourself, to take the time to see those recordings of our webinars. We have them in English, we have them in Spanish, and we have many of them talking about different lines of our brand, you know. about moisturizers, about the serums. It's the webinar about chemical peels, the webinar treatment. Next week in Wednesday, we are going to have the webinar for the treatment for gluteus. Do not miss that one. That's another treatment that you could add to your menu of services. Okay, so don't miss that one. That's going to be with Esperanza, and is another wonderful treatment. Here is Andres. He's here, one of our representative, Derma Swiss skincare advisor. Hello, Andres. Thank you so much for getting into our webinar. Okay, I know there are many of your clients here, Andres. So they are going to be talking to you very soon to get for sure these products. So remember that today we have this underarm whitening kit in $270. Okay, this is the special. This is the promotion for the clients that got into our webinar today. And it's a kit that's going to allow you, is going to yield minimum 22 treatments, Remember, the vitamin C, the mask comes with 5 patches, and you are only going to use one patch in each of the underarms. Okay, only one patch. I always recommend doing the treatments to yourself, experiencing the treatment, so then you can recommend the treatment with ease. Okay, then you can more easily recommend and tell your clients what they are going to feel, which are the results of the treatment. Remember that if the hyperpigmentation is due to hormonal troubles, it's going to be more difficult to work in the hyperpigmentation because it's caused by something inside of the body. It could be thyroid troubles, it could be, liver troubles. People with diabetes, they can develop this underarm hyperpigmentation as well, and it's going to be very strong. Okay, the blemish is going to be dark and it's going to be very strong, and there is nothing, you can work with the treatment and maybe you can fade a little bit the hyperpigmentation, but it's not that you are going to erase it. Okay, you always need to tackle the cause, and the cause is what is going to lead to less hyperpigmentation. So laser for hair removal is the best, or if you are having waxing, then you could, as well, is gonna help for the hyperpigmentation to come down. Okay, so remember to let the mask dry for 15 minutes. Okay, I am going to remove right now the vitamin C mask. I am going to remove it, and after that we are going to finish the treatment with Epifactor. Okay, but I can see a wonderful improvement in these underarms. Of course, the hyperpigmentation is not gone. I mean, this is not magical. It was a kind of, strong. So it's not like you are going to erase it in one treatment, but there is an improvement, and I am happy to see that. Okay, so we remove we remove here the vitamin C. Get the promotion today. Call your client, your representative, call your representative or send a WhatsApp. We work a lot with WhatsApp, and we are always here to be of service to you. We are a company where we all grow together. If you grow, we grow. So that's our goal, that our clients can expand their business, that our clients grow their business, grow professionally. Okay, and always your representative is going to help you with anything you may need from us. Okay, so here, look the difference in the skin. Completely different from the beginning. Wonderful. It worked on her. It worked very good on her. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely good. She will need, more sessions, but she can see an improvement with this one. Remove twice or, more times if you need to. because the mask, the vitamin mask is going to be really penetrated in the skin after 15 minutes, okay? So you need to remove it very well. Thank you so much for being our clients. Thank you so much for working with our products, with our company. It's a big pleasure to have you as DermaSwiss family. Okay, so now we are going to apply the Epi Factor, which is the product I really love. I applied in my face. I applied to my little cuts. I cook a lot and I apply the P factor, and you know, from one day to another is going to be a huge difference in burnings, cuts. I use it for my daughter every time if she falls, you know, and she gets the lesion by friction, I apply the P factor. And Abby Burr, hello Abby, thank you for being here today. What's the price you recommend for this treatment, Abby? $60 minimum, because you are applying a chemical peel, you are applying a vitamin C mask, okay? So $60 minimum. Claudia, you have any treatment for lips? Claudia, you can apply the Still Lift, which is a serum that we have, and it will, you know, it will nourish and hydrate your lips. But like treatment, you could apply the Still Lift, and you could apply the brightening mask. The brightening, which is a hydro, is a mask that we have, and it comes in powder, and you are going to mix it with water and you can apply that mask. We have a treatment that is our eye contour treatment, and that eye contour treatment as well, you could do that treatment to your lips, that protocol for the lips, okay? I recommend the ST Lift. This is one serum from us. Maria Vasquez, thank you to you. Excellent class as always. Thank you so much, Maria, and thank you for being here. So we have applied the Epi Factor already. The client is going to take the Epi Factor to use at home and use as well the Derma C every night to diminish this hyperpigmentation. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody. I see you in the next one. Okay, we always ask for the calendar to your representative in order to have you know, all the seminars and mini courses and webinars that we have in Spanish as well as in English. So take advantage of the promotion for the underarm whitening kit, only $270 to get a wonderful return of investment. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.